Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Steve.
This is Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. Once again, we are continuing with Weller. And this is Weller 12-year. So the reason we're putting the 12-year ahead of 107 is because it's a screw top.
And so was the
reserve, special reserve is a screw top. The 12-year is a screw top, and then they go into corks after that. So my thought process on it is the screw tops are meant to be a lesser whiskey.
Right.
And then once you get into the corks, they feel that it's good enough to add a cork and make it a little bit fancier.
I'm surprised that a 12-year-old bourbon has a screw top.
A screw top on a 12-year-old, but
who knows?
Right.
See how it is.
We'll have to see how it tastes, and then when we start to get into the other bottles, see if it's where it belongs.
Yeah. Have you ever had this before?
I have not. So, for all of the Weller lineup that we're going to be going through, they're all going to be my first.
Really?
At them. Very aromatic.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I didn't even have the glass anywhere near my face, and I smelled it. It's almost it's got like a nuttiness, like an acorn kind of smell to it.
Right.
I like
but
that.
It's still very sweet.
Yeah.
Like it's got that red berry sweetness that seems to go along with wheated whiskeys.
The juniper berries come through for me.
Right.
I think I said that with the other Weller too.
I think so.
Like
yeah.
Very very natural type woodsy, juniper-y type smell.
So this definitely has more oak than the Special Reserve does, even on the nose.
I forget. I'll take your word for it. It was so long ago that we did the Special Reserve. I wish I just poured a glass just to.
A week and a half.
Yeah, that's a long time, man.
But yeah, it's very very light as far as, it's not a potency or dark heaviness to the nose.
It's almost got a little bit of chocolatey in there too.
Yeah, that's the barrel that you're getting with that chocolate.
I'm excited for this.
Definitely red berries, a little tiny bit of grain, kind of right in the middle. So for me, it goes like a red berry sweetness into like a dry grain.
Yeah.
And then you start to get some of the barrel, which you get like a dark, a chocolatey note.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ready to go in?
Yeah, I am.
See how this one tastes in comparison, even though you don't quite remember. A lot more barrel.
Way more barrel-y.
So where the Special Reserve was still very light and sweet, this one starts to get into like chocolate notes.
Yeah, that darker chocolatey note. I don't taste many of the smells that I'm getting. Like the smells right up front, the most apparent smells, I don't taste them at all. It's like the subtle things that I smelled are coming through way more in the taste.
Yeah, like
the chocolate, the burn, the
things that you're just hinting at on the nose.
Yeah.
Are what you taste.
Right.
And all that red berry is like
it's gone
underneath the chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm definitely disappointed in the proof. I feel like if this wasn't 90 proof, it would have more flavor.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit watery
Do they make anything high proof?
Yeah, the full proof.
Okay.
And then the 107, Antique 107, I think is
107. I like that one.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect proof point.
That's exactly where I like most of my favorite whiskeys is like
I thought
it's
you
like
were
94
more...
to 105, sometimes pushing 110, but
I thought you were more of that 90 to 100.
I'd say
was like the top.
I'd say mid 90s to like just over 100.
Right.
Somewhere around there. So but this is good. A little too much of the kind of dark, almost like acidic flavor for me.
I got on that last sip honey.
Really?
Yeah, like a honeycomb. It went from chocolate to a honeycomb.
Like honeycomb made by bees or honeycomb cereal?
No, like honeycomb.
Okay, so real honeycomb. Ah, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like right at the tail end of the chocolate, it gets into sweet honey.
Yeah, like there's a coffee drink, I forget what it's called, but it's basically espresso. It's like a latte with honey and cinnamon in it.
Okay.
And there's a lot of that in here.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, it's definitely...
Yeah, you get a little bit of the cinnamon with the chocolate.
Yep.
Then you get the honey and the sweetness through that. But all the red berries are...
Not really there.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
They're on the nose, but
definitely
not on the
nose.
taste.
Yeah. Do you like this better than the Special Reserve? All that being said?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I think I would rate the Special Reserve at probably a 6. And I would probably rate the 12 closer to like a 7, 7.5.
Yeah. I'm going to pour myself a little bit of it.
Might as well. Get a fresh reminder of it. Yeah, going A-B, you get a lot of chocolate.
B being the Special Reserve?
No, B being the 12.
Oh, okay. Oh. I think there's a spider web.
Get fuzzy on your nose?
There's like a spider web in my glass or something. I got a nose tickle when I... Oh, man.
The Special Reserve is like severely lacking.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So if anyone wonders why Steve is sticking his nose into his elbow, it's to reset.
Just want to make sure I don't smell bad.
Right, reset his nose. You know, smelling something familiar that you're constantly around all the time, such as, you know, your own skin, will equalize your sense of smell, so that going from something that has a strong scent to something that's got a weaker scent, you know, you're kind of equalizing it back.
And the first time I saw someone do it, I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I thought it looked really stupid, but then when I was home alone drinking whiskey, I tried it, and I was shocked at how it actually worked. So
Yeah,
it's really not a myth. So if you're comparing two whiskeys, definitely try. The Special Reserve is like lame compared to this.
It's severely lacking in
it's really,
every aspect.
It's really just nothing special, which is ironic.
Very ironic. I might have to lower Special Reserve even more, down to like a 5.5.
Yeah, it's just it's a little sweet. It's got a little bit of that strawberry type red berry taste to it, but you can't really go anywhere with it.
Yeah, it's like baseline, and that's it. It's some place to start from.
Yeah.
If that's the only Weller that you can get and the only one you can find, I wouldn't say don't pick it up.
Sure.
pick up one, especially if you're finding it for close to MSRP, which is going to be around that $20. Buy one.
Good
check it
$20
out.
whiskey.
Yeah.
What is this at price wise?
MSRP I think is close to like 35, 40.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I picked it up for 50, and I've seen it on secondary for 250.
250, yeah. Don't pay 250 for this.
No, definitely do not pay 250.
I would pay 50 for this again.
Yeah, $50.
I wouldn't have an issue
pick
with
up
that.
another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything more than that, I would look at my other options. But it's great.
I would probably go to a Maker's Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maker's Mark is another wheated bourbon that I think is on par with Weller so far.
Yeah, I agree. For a long time, Maker's Mark, I always had a bottle of Maker's Mark in my cabinet at all times.
I think I've got a bottle of their like standard line for mixing.
Yeah.
Because it makes really good mixed drinks.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so if you're looking for a wheated bourbon that's got a little bit more of the darker, chocolatey flavors, if you can find it, Weller 12 is
Pick it up
where it's at.
It is.
But it being 90 proof is still a little bit lackluster for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think if they're putting it out at 100 proof, it would bring it up.
Yeah.
12 years, 100 proof, and then that would be 100% worth $50 MSRP.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
So what are you ranking the Special Reserve and the 12?
Yeah, because I don't think we ranked the Special Reserve in that video. So trying them side by side, I think the Special Reserve for me comes in somewhere around a 6. Because that's kind of where I rank all of the whiskeys that are like, sure, it's whiskey, it's fine,
it's drinkable.
It's drinkable. The 12-year is definitely higher. It's not blowing me away, but it's definitely better. I'd put that around a 7.5.
Yeah. I mean, I like the chocolate and the honey notes in it, and I think if it was a single flavor, if it was just the honey or just the chocolate, it'd probably be pretty close to where I ranked this.
Yeah.
But
it has more to explore.
Right. It's got a additional layer.
Yeah.
So hopefully going up to the 107, the full proof, we'll continue to get a layer upon layer with each one.
Yeah.
Well, with all that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.
I get a lot of honey now.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, it's like have you ever had that honey that's infused with like chilies?
No, I don't think I have.
I had it somewhere. I forget where, but it's similar to that. It's that like there's a little bit of the spiciness.
When I first take a sip, I always think of those sticks of honey
Oh,
that you can buy from like a fair.
And you just suck it out. Yeah.